Okay, Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to another inspiring interview. This is me Fatima Businesswali, college at Rehan School, Lahore campus. Today I am honored to be joining by Cali Fae, an accomplished artist, producer, composer, and director. She has built a unique creative journey and continues to inspire people through her work, vision, and dedication. So thank you so much, Khalifa, for joining us today. We're excited to learn more about your story, your experience, your insight. So without wasting any time, let's start. Khalifa, please introduce yourself with our audience and tell us about your background.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Tiana Danae Jones, also known as Cali Fae, CEO of Cali Girl Books LLC, CEO of Universal Revolutionary Healing Radio Station. Guys, thank you so much. I'm here today to just express my gratitude and peace for having good people in the world that actually want to make a difference. Thank you so much for being here, Fatima. And women's lives do exist. We are showing gratitude for equality and spreading light and love. What we do is many things. I'm a radio host, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an advocate for peace. I'm a founder of two global peace movements, All Lives Do Exist and Women's Lives Do Exist for Equality. And I'm also, again, a CEO of other companies and other endeavors through the entertainment business, the publishing business, the music industry, the film industry, the tech industry, and a little bit of all industries aligned with faith based and sustainable development for all nations to come together, which intertwines global peace. This is why I use my platforms, utilizing social media, technologies, and media to express gratitude of giving back to humanity and expressing ways to spread peace and human rights as equality must be heard from all people from all over the world and different nations. So that's what a little bit about myself. I'm a singer, songwriter, rapper. I'm also a movie producer, director, and I have gifts and talents of my own. But I'm here today to talk with you all, and I very much so appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you so much. So my first question, can you tell me what inspired you to pressure a career in music production and directing?
Mostly my inspiration has been the pain that I've been through to try to overcome traumas and individual issues with not having the sustainability and necessities I needed from people in my life that I loved and also people that I seek love from. So I guess I can say what stems all of this is learning how to love myself and learning how to accept God as a true divine energy of creator, of obedience and respect.
Okay, so was there a specific moment in your life when you realized that creativity was your calling?
I've always been creative since I was a little girl, but I can say what really had striken my awakening process to evaluate my life in circumstances that maybe I couldn't have been so creative. I feel that this is the time that creativity has diversity and adversity, and to be a woman in this industry, entertainment, and also the business side of corporate and doing other things in other occupations, the challenges can be very well spoken and very advised by other mentors. So, this is something that I would say to all women, that just keep going, don't ever give up.
Okay, so like my next question, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced at the beginning of your career?
Mainly fear has been able to stop me from going to the next level back when I felt that I knew it all, or I knew what was going on, or felt that I could try to move the energy and control the energy without giving it to God, giving it to the highest source of respect, of obedience, of accountability. And, now that I can say that I'm more accountable of my thoughts and emotions as I'm older, I have less fear. I have less issues of, wondering what if or making excuses for others' actions or my own actions. It's mainly the accountability that helped me break through the fear.
Okay, that's amazing. So, how did you overcome self-doubt and obstacles on your journey?
Prayer, faith based mindset, positive mindset, controlling my thoughts and emotions helped me honestly get through the hardest times of my life in my environments that I couldn't control, around people that treated me bad. Until this day, things are not perfect. The way was able to get through it was to stay positive in the mindset, controlling my emotions and thoughts to make sure that I was accountable but willing. I was willing with my free will to care about what was going on around me, to care about others, to care about the lifestyle I was living and the way I needed to change my life around. So I believe if I could change my life around as a solution, anyone can. But you have to care. You have to control your thoughts and emotions. You have to work hard in ethical, moral practices. You have to have morals and integrity. And without those values of skill sets and division of mindset, it's going to be hard to grow for anyone.
Okay, so what achievement are you most proud of yourself so far?
So far, I can say coming out with the unveiling of being a Jesus and Abraham descendant, going global, international, speaking to different organizations, companies, international partnerships, and really bringing in stakeholders, investors, and bringing sustainability behind the scenes. I'm very proud of the courage that I've had to put myself out there in a way that wasn't for fame and fortune, but more or less just to tell my story, to unveil the truth of God and an existence of this storyline, and being part of a prophecy to save women and to be an advocate for people worldwide who need leadership and someone that's not lying to them. So honestly, I'm proud of staying alive, staying respectful in all of this, bringing together the nations, having together over 316 global peace brand ambassadors, starting all of this utilizing technology and media, and controlling the energy from utilizing media without force, and naturally letting God take the toll on the control of the technologies, which again, the creator controls all.
Okay, that's really amazing. So, like, how do you keep yourself creative and motivated when working on difficult, like different project?
I will say I have to feel passion for a project, or I usually don't even get involved unless I'm helping a friend out or utilizing the fact that I have services to provide for my company. But the passion has to be there, the drive has to be there. I'm very gifted. I can feel, right? And I can see. So I just utilize boundaries with my own creativity so that I make sure the passion is legitimate, the emotions are real and tangible. My life has to be, shown to be what is real and what is ethical in reality. Now, ethical doesn't have to be ethical to all people in creativity. My ethics of creativity might not be the ethics of creativity of someone else. And my beliefs might not be in theory of someone else's beliefs because everybody's mindset is different. But here's the thing, being creative doesn't mean you have to put a stamp and a boundary on your creativity unless you're censoring what you're saying because you're giving a perception of having integrity, morals, and values. Now, checking oneself and correcting oneself in criticism and hard criticism is a value in moral worth, and it's worth, endless production, endless projects to be worked on. As long as you have the light, you can create whatever you want.
Okay, that's great. So, like, my next question, how has your career helped you grow, like, as a person?
Well, I guess you can say me being in the unveiling of a Jesus and Abraham descendant, being a founder of two global peace movements, actually doing the work and actually walking the walk and talking the talk has shown me that in the times we're in, we need more people that are going to stand up for humanity, speak upon things that are uncomfortable, get in situations and rooms with people that make them uncomfortable, or elevate them to make the room uncomfortable of their existence with light mass production. All I can say to you is to complete the ethical ways of wondering in your purpose of for humanity, you have to look deeper in not what you want and not what you need, but necessarily what you can feel with your heart and what you can control in emotions of positive emotions rather than projecting negative emotions on people and repeating bad mantra karma ego negative situations in your environment. That's all I would say for the people watching. If you really want something, you have to work really hard for it. You have to have drive and passion, but you can't make excuses. You got to get up every day and go for it and do what God wants you to do and what you're called and purpose and emotion and feeling of positive value to do.
Okay. So as you said, I think you said you are movie director. So can I ask you, you have experience in film and directing. What inspired you to step into the world of filmmaking?
It's a woman's world and the reality of ethical progression. And the people that are listening and paying attention can see that directing is not easy, producing is not easy, being in the film industry is not easy for women. And again, many roles have been perceived and portrayed to not always give the best value and perception of what a woman's worth is. And the value of why I got involved was to give better ethical moral practices based off the entertainment business and show that there's morality and revenues to be made off of not just trying to profit off of God, which is wrong, but more or less trying to elevate the people into growing their faith and elevating their gifts. This is a new time in film. This is a new time in music. This is a new time in entertainment. That means it's a woman's worth and it's a woman's work. And here we are doing that.
Okay, you said absolutely right. So can you tell me what thing inspired you to become movie director, movie
And
making like?
people like you inspire me. People that want to be around me and interview me, know what's going on with the world and listen. People who can listen inspire me because I can feel their, emotions. I know their thoughts. I can know if they're lying. So I know if they're lying or not. So people who are genuine, trying to be true to oneself and be the best version of their self, that's what inspires me. Not people who can't have a conversation or elevate the mind to listen or can actually close down the ego. If a person is only showing ego and they're not easy to work with and they're hard to communicate with because they won't let that other person be them and they're only worried about being themselves instead of elevating their group, their culture, their people, and it's all a lie and a game and a show. That's those people I stay away from. Those are the people that I would never ever elevate because I know that they are doing it for the wrong reasons. God will tell me who and what and where. All I do is listen and I silently move in and move out. That's it.
Wow, that's really amazing. So my next question, which part of filmmaking do you enjoy the most? Like writing, directing, producing, or working with actors?
I love communicating with people. I love shining my light. I don't like being aggressive or pushing aggression on people. I believe that when I was younger, I was in survival mode. And when people are in survival mode, they're aggressive, They're pushing weight on people. They're pushing pressure on people to give them their mindset or their way of thinking. In this world, I've realized everyone has a different way of thinking. Everyone has a different work ethic. I believe that people who actually have a job are not lazy. They're getting up and they're ethically going out there and they're proceeding to work to feed their families. I don't believe that just because I'm in the industry that I should put down everybody who's not. That's not the way to elevate people. I'm in multiple industries and a multiple dimensional mindset. So being just in one lime of light does not help me. I want everyone to listen to my music. I want everyone to watch my shows. I want everyone to hit up my platforms. But I don't want them to do it and be like, wow, she's got an ego, or wow, she's not trying to direct anyone, help anyone. So when you're directing and producing and you're elevating others, you're not there for self gain. You'll naturally gain in self when you have good intuition of morals, of intention for people. When you're coming with, needing, wanting, or again, pushing your pressure of objective on someone, a fallacy, that can be hard for people to trust you. And this is why when I'm directing, when I'm networking, when I'm doing events, when I'm speaking to people, I allow them to speak as well, but I also allow them to prove what they're speaking about is worthy of me listening.
Okay. So my next question, like when you singing your first song, what is your experience? What is your feeling? Like, are you confused or not?
Oh no, baby girl, I'm not confused. See, some of these artists, they're demonic and they go off that aggression and negativity. They're drinking a lot, they're doing drugs a lot, they're having sex with different entities. I know you're over 18, I can speak about this. They're opening up their bodies to demons. And they're around just a bunch of people that don't have good intention for them, and everyone has a motive that may be negative. And you may find one good in the bunch that's shining their light, but in the industry, yeah, there's people that do rituals that push that negativity and pain in a way that hurts others. I don't do that in my music. I have pain, I have trauma, but I don't need to push my tears on you to make you cry. I can make myself heal through helping elevate others heal. Do you understand? So the Holy Spirit comes into my body. It's not a demonic ritual. It's all natural ability of love and light. If it's not about love, it's not about light. And guess what? People can be different and unique and one of a kind, but they can be judged accordingly through God all the same.
Okay. So, uh, many young people dream of entering creative fields. What practical advice would you give them?
Stay true to yourself. And if you think yourself is a negative frequency, you need to go look in the mirror and try to check yourself. If you start coming at someone else, maybe something in your life is going bad or negative, and maybe there's something that you need to evaluate. But don't put yourself and your pressure and your drama and your chaos on other people, because that's not going to make people want to work with you in career ethics. It's not going to make people want to elevate you. And guess what? In all industries, movement comes and goes. But guess what? The movement stays if your frequency is love, light, real, kindness, patience, and being able to really adapt to everyone that exists around you without hating them. Because again, all hate is going to do is bring negative frequency and bad karma, and bad things will happen. So it's better to just check the emotion, check the mind, and get right with oneself before you speak upon other people or even try to portray a perception to others of who you are and what you're about. You got to stay true.
Okay. So my second last question, like what goals would you still to, like to achieve in the coming years?
I want to be the biggest entrepreneur, philanthropist, humanitarian. I'm not worried about being the biggest rapper, singer. I think having the biggest heart and knowing one's true self during the changes of, going through industry options of branding deals and, new opportunities like myself coming into this year. I think staying humble and staying true is the only way to go at this point. And if you're going in any direction in the mind because you're getting hype or you're getting movement, then you're not staying true to oneself anyway. Because again, God can see you and hear your thoughts when no one's looking. So are you really real? Are you still staying true? Or are you just being like everybody else, not one of a kind or not true to oneself and rude to people?
Okay, so my last question: are there any upcoming film, your project, or creative venture that you can share with us?
Yes, yes, definitely. We have so many upcoming projects. Right now, we have Universal Revolutionary Healing radio station out. It's a digital radio station bringing frequencies, helping artists get spotlight, making people more relevant through SEO ranking as well, doing interviews, doing mic drops, pretty much doing a little bit of everything, giving good frequency of independent healing, energy of the music, trying to help everybody. We're the only station that does instrumentals, frequency healing, and then also independent artists and a little bit of everyone. So, upcoming, we have more stuff dropping on there, more interviews. I have the podcast, Universal Revolutionary Healing. We're doing the podcast interviews, which I would love to have you on my podcast, please, soon. And we're just elevating right now. I'm doing 3 or 4 album drops with celebrities: Justin Bieber, Rihanna, SZA, J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, and many other artists for features that I was able to buy through my company as corporate through another company and producer. So God works in mysterious ways to elevate you. And, people will approach you when you're doing something with yourself. So more options will come to everyone if you believe in what you're doing. And I believe in what I'm doing and I stand by what I do. So I have new projects coming out. And of course, I have more artists than that. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys. But everything I say, it does come out. We also have a TV network drop, Universal Revolutionary Healing TV Network, dropped on the 1st of 2027. And that is amazing, showing the unforeseen, letting people put their content on there that, TV networks aren't going to help them get, and show because everything's censored or fake or, some things aren't true. My stuff isn't staged, isn't paid, meaning I don't pay the casting. It's just either going to show us what your guys got, will help you, market you. But then also, if there is options in the future for major featured films, which I do have my major featured film about to be done in the next couple years called Cali Girl, How'd You Make It in the Treacherous Streets of Detroit, we do offer pay for casting, or we do offer elevation for putting people on the credits. But yeah, we have a lot of things coming out within the next year, 2 years. I'm in my crossover. I know an emotion where I'm at, but I don't have an ego about it. I don't mind being loud about it, but I know when to be quiet about it. And I know when to move in silence so that people don't sabotage my projects. So God bless you guys.
Okay, thank you, Cali Fae. So thank you so much. So our time is over. 23 minutes. If your time is not short, I have some more questions and I really enjoy to your answering. So, Calify, thank you so much for taking the time and joining me today. Even in this short conversation, you have shared valuable insights about creativity, leadership, perseverance, and following one passion. Your journey is truly inspiring, and I'm sure our audience has learned a lot of from your experience on behalf. Behalf Rehan School and everyone watching. I sincerely appreciate your time, your willingness to share your story with us. We wish you continued success in all your future projects and adventures. Thank you so much again for being here, and thank you so much our audience for joining us today. So it was truly a pleasure speaking with you today, Calipai. We hope to you with us again in the future. So thank you so much and goodbye.
Bye. God bless and take care, everybody. Peace.
Goodbye.